Hey everybody, Frugal Farmer here. This is a cigar. And back in the day, a lot of men used to smoke these. Now they've kind of morphed into these other little cigars that people are smoking and using for other purposes. Well, when I was little, it was commonplace for men to pass out cigars when a new baby came. Well, my daddy had gotten one from somebody and it fell down in the vent of his truck and he had forgot about it. Well, just so happened I found it and fished it out. And ain't no telling how long it had been there with that sun beating on it. So I was working in tobacco at the time and got a friend of mine. We decided to have us a little cigar break after we ate our lunch. Well, we smoked that cigar, and a lot of times when you get two boys together like that, one ain't gonna bail out just for a sense of pride. And that's the way it was back then. You'd stay in no matter what. Well, we smoked on that cigar. And we actually inhaled it too. Coughed, coughed a lot. And it was a hot summer day. And let me explain to you how things were back then. Most of the time you didn't have air conditioning. It was just hot. It was hot and sticky. You were hot and sticky all the time. And it was hot that day. And I was sick and I was dizzy. Well, the guy who worked on the farm with my daddy, Curly, he knew something was wrong, so he asked me. Well, one thing I wouldn't do, I wouldn't lie to Curly. Curly, look out for me. And I think he told my daddy I must have ate something bad. And Curly pulled one of the tobacco trailers out of use to put it up under the shade where I could lay in that tobacco trailer and be more comfortable. And a lot of times my daddy would have overridden him, but he knew how Curly and I were together. And but my friend, he didn't get as bad as I got. I got sick as a dog. And so finally that next day I was back to normal, back working. And Curly got on to me about doing that. Well, maybe it was next year or skipping a year after that. We were working in tobacco, so we decided we're going to learn how to chew tobacco. Well, there's an art to chewing tobacco. You really don't want to swallow that tobacco juice. And they don't ever tell you that on the bag of tobacco, that you don't need to be swallowing that juice. Well, I've heard it was good to get rid of worms and youngins and dogs and everything else. Well, me and a friend of mine, not the same one with the cigar, but another one, we decided we're going to chew us some tobacco. We packed our jaw full. And got to swallowing, spitting some, swallowing a little bit of that juice. What would happen? Got sick again. Curly pulled another trailer out. I told him what had happened, so he made me rinse my mouth out so my daddy couldn't see any tobacco around me or anything. He made sure I was clean. Told my daddy, must have been something he ate. So I stayed off work that day to get fixed up, and I doubt I had any worms or anything because I was a sick puppy. And there's nothing worse than being sick to your stomach and it hot. But I never developed a taste for, smoking cigarettes. My parents smoked. I didn't like the smell of it, and I'm a little bit try to be on the healthy side, so that knocked that out. And there was some stuff I smoked in college, but I never exhaled, so that was that. And chewing tobacco, I really didn't want to chew no tobacco. And I'm kind of glad I learned these lessons at a young age, and it kind of got me where I didn't want to mess with this stuff later on. But if you do, that's fine. My daddy grew a lot of tobacco, and that was a lot of cigarettes and chewing somebody did. But thanks for stopping by. Come back again when you will. Share, comment, like, hit that subscribe button. God bless.